Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, another episode of Caffeine and Green with your man, Connor Cardenas. Before we get into it today, I just want to make sure that you guys have head over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com. That's right, you're going to check out my coffees, the Issa Blend and the soon-to-come Southside Coffee. That's right, it's going to be a single origin Guatemala from my homegirl, Tyler Schaefer. It's going to be her first pro coffee bag. That's right, I'm super excited about it. It's going to taste of cherry, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of caramel, so it's super sweet. Full-bodied coffee that's going to be the first pro coffee bag. I'm super excited about this, guys. All right, so head on over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com and check it out. My guests today, no strangers to the show. They are two of my favorite people that I've been hanging out with quite a bit recently, actually. And it's none other than the return of Shea Cooper. That's right. And also the return of my homegirl, Brynn Blackstone. So if you remember her, she was from episode 84 and the year-end wrap-up. She's hilarious. She's super awesome, and I wanted these two people to meet just to, bring friends together. So without further ado, my man, Shea Cooper, Brynn Blackstone. This is your time to shine, homies. Let's go. Caffeine and green. It's your boy Connor. What's good? Good. Caffeine and green.
Now I feel like a jerk because I was like, oh, I met you already.
And we're live. Dude, Shea Cooper, Brynn Blackstone. Welcome back to Caffeine and Green, guys. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Social distance. Especially now, today. I don't know if you guys have heard, we've entered the purple tier again. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate.
It's the color of peace, though, so that's kind of nice.
Ooh. And the color of, weed, depending on who you talk to. That smoke purple.
Depends on the quality.
Ooh. I mean, green and purple is pretty solid. When you get green mixed with purple, that's always another solid one, too.
That's the stuff I don't touch.
Oh, that's the Cryptochronic Killer Light.
I purposely smoke shitty weed.
Dude, ever since I started smoking spliffs a lot more, my eighth will just last forever. Wow, super impressed. Yeah, no, nothing for you, Brynn.
I just have those little pens.
Dude, those are so much worse for you.
I don't know. I never use it. If I have a headache and I want to go to sleep, I take one hit and I get so high.
Damn.
It's so uncomfortable.
You're lucky.
I have to do it at home because if I'm around people, I get real weird.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever smoked with you, ever.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Sorry.
It's all good.
We can get drunk.
Definitely been drunk with you on more than one occasion, for sure. For sure. She's pretty chill. So for everybody who doesn't know, Brynn, I just wanted to kind of give everybody a reminder, especially for all the new listeners, you, and I was also telling Shea about it, was you survived brain aneurysm. Super gnar. 1 out of 10. What's going on?
I was burping.
Oh, I was like, am I already pulling some tears out of you right now already?
No, dude, last time was so aggressive.
Dude, yeah. She got pretty teary-eyed last time she was on.
mean, it's a subject that I'm almost tearing up over here right now. I don't even know half of it.
Oh, stop, guys.
Dude, give a summed up version if it's possible for people who don't know.
Summed up version, there's two different styles of aneurysms. One, you can catch it before it bursts. So you'll have a gnarly headache and then you go in, you get x-rays, MRIs, whatever, and they can clip it out of you. So it's pretty much it's like a blood blister. And if it pops, your brain's going to fill up with blood and essentially you'll die. So the first one, they can clip it before it explodes. The second one, which I had, it explodes and you have a certain amount of time to get it under control or you die. And so
Jesus.
9 out of 10 people don't survive.
Wow.
They die within 20 seconds. They die within hours. My grandma passed away of one instantly. A lot of people that do survive, recovery is vegetable, I would say, but that's 40-50% of people that survive.
So almost half.
Yeah,
Damn.
Pretty much. And then everyone else has things they're gonna live with forever. I still can't tell you to this day how I'm here and I look fine, and if you met me you would never freaking know unless you knew me before. I have another close friend, Michelle. She's in the same boat as me, chicks riding motorcycles and shit. She's taking life by the balls right now, and I think it's so great. But I'm also in contact with a 16-year-old girl in Florida. Her mom reached out to me.
Wait, that one who's riding motorcycles, she had a brain aneurysm too?
Yeah, she had the same one that I did.
Okay.
Another younger girl that I know, she's 16.
Does she tattoo?
No.
Oh.
Her name is Michelle.
We have a homegirl that we actually had a fundraiser here at the shop for. She had a brain aneurysm as well.
What was her name? I mean, if I saw her face, I'd
She's
probably
a tattoo.
know her.
Or you know what? I'm completely wrong. She had a really bad stroke. Completely
It's
different.
close.
Close to it though?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
close to
Okay.
it. And if she had a stroke, aneurysm is something she should look out for
Yeah.
because I had a stroke at 23.
Oh,
And
really?
What? Did you?
Yeah, nobody told me anything about an aneurysm ever.
Do you think that those are like telling signs? Or
100%.
Yeah.
Just from personal experience, I'm not a doctor, but I've had headaches my whole life. So, like, still, no one ever said anything to me about it. So I never looked out for it.
Wow.
So definitely, like, she should definitely.
Are there any preventative measures that you can take if you kind of know? There's nothing, right?
No. I
Wow.
mean, keep your blood pressure
Yeah,
down.
just something to like you can just monitor your vitals and.
Don't get into relationships. But the girl in Florida, she's 16 and like I was already active in the world of aneurysms, like trying to help people and like, you know, people in recovery, but this chick has like completely turned me around. Like I'm going to probably change careers because that's how bad I want to help people because she's still in a wheelchair.
Damn.
And she still can't talk and I'm just like, bro, that's not right. You're 16. So, yeah, I mean, it's two different kinds. Like anyone could die any day. Like I don't really put myself on a pedestal or separate myself from society. Like I could walk outside and get hit by a car just as easily as anyone else. So I don't live like that. I'm not like, oh, pity me. Like I still have an aneurysm. It's still there. It's coiled up. I was healthy enough. They were able to go in through the main artery of my leg to wrap it. However, the coil can come undone.
Yikes. Sorry.
Well,
That, like, I mean, like, gave me chills just,
Better
like,
than
thinking about
shaving my head. Oh, man, I would have been so pissed.
Well, because they would have had to like actually like saw through your skull
Yeah.
and everything.
So
right?
my friend Michelle, the one that rides motorcycles, they had to do that to her.
Wow.
that. Through her skull?
Yeah, dude, crazy. Like her X-ray photos are so gnarly.
So they went in through your leg and like scoped all the way up
Yeah.
into your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's so
And
gnarly.
coiled it. But the problem for me is, and anyone else who has a coil, there's no way to detect if it's coming undone, and it can come undone at any time. Like I've gone through like the radiations, CAT scans, the whole 9 yards. They can't see it. The only thing they can see is if my brain is bleeding, and if my brain's bleeding, I'm just gonna die. So it's just like fuck.
Whoa.
It's pretty gnarly, but you know, it's like again, I don't live life like, oh, pity me. You know, I can't skydive anymore. I can't surf anymore. Like I can't do anything like that would have an impact on my head. I can't go on roller coasters. Like big fucking deal.
Whoa. I didn't think, because it raises your heart rate? Super
well,
gnarly?
no, it's
or?
just like the pressure for my head. Like even when I flew to Denver a couple months ago, like when I got off the plane, I had to sleep for 8 hours. That was my first flight that was longer than 45 minutes. And my head was like, nah. Like the pressure was gnarly. And I'm glad I went and visit twice because I was thinking about moving there and being in that elevation. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, no.
I can't get used to this. My head hurt the entire time.
You have to be
Wow.
at sea level, essentially.
Yeah, so sorry, California, you're stuck with this bitch.
God damn, dude. Well, thank you for sharing that again. You were at a hockey game when it happened?
I was watching hockey playoffs. I wish I was at the game.
Dude. And you just, like, got up to get beers or something you were saying? That's what happened
That's
before?
when my head started bothering me. So I just took a couple Advil and drank a Modelo and then, like, passed out at my friend's house. And then they said I woke up in the morning like normal. Like everyone who was there passed out there because we were all drinking. And my friends were leaving for work and they said I got up to go to the bathroom while they were leaving. And I like fell down in the bathroom and like started convulsing. Thankfully, my friend Sebastian, whose house it was, he was an EMT.
Oh, wow.
He saved my life. So.
Jesus Christ.
But also he's super weird with me now because he thought I was going to die. So I feel bad.
It's understandable.
Yeah,
It's understandable. Damn. Well, damn, Brynn. That story never gets easy to listen to. Like, it's just crazy. I remembered parts of it, but damn, it's heavy. But I'm super glad you're alive.
I'm super glad I'm alive. Thanks.
Do you think that, like you said, your friend now that also had a aneurysm is kind of like going for it, like riding motorcycles and like whatever, just trying to get the most out of life? Do you think that your perception of like how you treated like the rest of your life after it changed a little bit, or are you kind of just like just cruising and don't really like?
I'm cruising, excuse me, I'm just burping beer. I just don't want to burp into the microphone.
Dude, it's fine.
I mean, if you want me to.
No,
Because she's drinking this Booze Bros beer so fast. Smooth, refreshing, crisp.
The mango
Booze
tahini.
Bros. Oh, yeah, this is Al Farm.
Al
Oh,
Farm.
Same thing.
Same thing. It's like girl and chocolate skateboards.
Thank you, Booze Bros. Anyway.
Shout out.
I definitely, man, I'm just like, I'm so much more loving and annoying. Like, I just push like so much love on people now. I do. I annoy myself. Like, just, I don't know. It's weird. Like, before I used to have like this gnarly wall up and I'd be like so hard, so like stone cold. Like, it's all about work, you know, this and that. And like, I told Connor this before. When I woke up in the hospital, like, I was in a coma for a little bit, so I don't remember too much of that. But I do remember, like, after I was able to answer a series of questions that they would ask me every single time I woke up, and I couldn't answer them. Like, they would ask me, like, what year is it? What's your birthday? Who's president? And I was like, it's 2014. I think Bush is president. Like, all this weird shit. So once I was able to answer everything correctly, the doctor asked me, like, if you wouldn't have made it, would you have been okay with how you left? And I was like, fuck.
Ooh.
He gave me 24 hours to think about that.
Jesus.
Like, would you be cool with, like, how everything was? And the answer was no. Like, I wasn't spending time with my family. Like, I wouldn't date anyone. I was, like, strictly the gym every single day except for Sunday. Like, hardcore, like, diet. I was work, constantly training, constantly reading. Like, I didn't let people inside. I had my 4 friends. I was cool with that. Like, I didn't care. I missed so many birthday parties, so many family gatherings, so many holidays. Like, I was not cool with that, and I wasn't happy. I was pretending to be happy because I thought I was doing what was important. So now I'm completely, like, opposite. Like, I want to do what she's doing and, like, get out there and, like, she doesn't ride Harleys. I think she's, like, into street bikes and stuff like that. But, yeah, I want a Sportster. Like, before my aneurysm, like, that's what I was shopping for.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to do those things, but I'm not in a hurry to do those things because I'm also still scared.
Totally.
Damn.
You should, though. It's the best.
Dude, what?
Baby steps.
What
Chopper
if,
swabber.
like, dude, straight up, I want to know for you, Shay, like, 'cause she said it. It's like, I actually do remember you saying that in the last podcast about if you
died today.
were you happy with how you left it? How about you, Shay?
Me?
How do you, yeah, I want to know about what if, like, they ask you that question? Like, do you think you live mainly every day? Like, you'd be happy with how things ended if that was their last day?
I think that maybe I have the wrong perspective of it because I'll always kind of check myself every once in a while if I'm, like, really stressed out or, like, bummed on whatever. I wouldn't even say depressed, but, like, if I'm getting stressed out or something, I always have a mode that I go to and check myself. Like, would, like, 13-year-old Shay be stoked on what I'm doing right now? You know, because I always
That's
thought of
tight.
myself in the future as well. Like, when I was younger, I would always think about myself in my 20s or, like, later 20s, you know, for some reason. I don't know. And now that I'm here, I kind of always check back with, like, 12, 13-year-old Shay. And I think that, like, every time I do, I'm like, well, fuck yeah. Like, I'm living out here, like, San Diego, skateboarding, like, doing this shit with my friends. Like, I pretty much do what I want and, like, have a good time almost, like, all the time, you know? So I think so, yeah. But also, there's definitely, like, a lot of things that I feel like are left undone, you know? Like, my time's not up, and I would be super bummed. I'd be, like, pissed. I'd be super pissed if I died.
Understandable.
But, yeah, I'm, like, stoked on where I am for sure. I always try and, like, check myself like that. Like, is 13-year-old Shay stoked? And, like, honestly, like, fuck yeah, 13-year-old Shay stoked right now for sure, you know?
Like, if you had a time machine,
I
you can go
definitely
back.
pictured myself a lot more buffer, though.
For real?
Like, I thought it would be way more built out.
Stop playing. Nah. Shout out to all the skinny guys out there, yo. I heard somebody was. I don't know.
You shouting yourself out right now?
Yeah, I'm shouting you out and all the skinny guys. Oh, you're skinnier than me, bro. I'm skinny, but damn, you're skinny. Like, yo.
What about you, Connor?
What about me? What?
How do you feel about that question?
If I was, to be honest, well, sorry, I was like on the mic there. To be honest, I would say yes for the most part. I feel like every single day, like I think I'm with Shay's opinion of, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I think,
Fuck
I mean,
you, life.
I mean, like, dude, you know, that's one thing that gets to me is when people are like, fuck my life. I'm like, don't say that.
Don't say
like,
that.
words have power.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit.
I throw that around a lot, though.
Dude,
Also,
you gotta stop, man. I believe everything, like, it starts to add up. Like, if you, like,
You
smoke
keep-
cigs and shit like that over time, it just adds up, like,
If you
little
keep
bit
saying
by
fuck
little.
my life, life's gonna fuck you.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I say, yeah, for the most part, I try to. I mean, I try to make sure, like, I tell at least one of my family members, like, I love them every day or something like that. Or, like, yo, you got to grind. Like, hustle, 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 because tomorrow is literally not, like, promised. So I try to get there, and then whatever I can do. Again, some things are left undone, of course. But for the most part, especially, I don't necessarily think about, like, a 13-year-old Kano or anything like that. But I definitely think about being a good person, period. Because I think I was my younger version, the younger version of myself was way more of an asshole, and I don't like that. Like, but granted, I definitely learned. I made a lot of mistakes.
I can't even imagine that.
Dude, super asshole.
Asshole Kano?
Super, dude. Trust me. There's a lot of people who might be listening. They're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like,
Did you have a girl at 13 too?
maybe, probably like a junior high
handmade
girl or
one?
something. Yeah.
No, she said grill,
Grill.
not girl.
Oh, a grill? Oh.
I'm like, yeah, a handmade chick.
Dude,
No big deal.
Sorry. I thought you were talking about like Rosie Palm, you know,
No,
like
dude.
I don't know, like I was like, damn, throwing shots, Brynn.
Oh
But
my God.
no, like definitely no grill. Always just took foil at that point and just
Hell
like
yeah.
put on my teeth.
Tight.
Dude, my mom thought a grill was like you get rid of like your teeth and put veneers and like it's all diamond and gold grills. And I was like, no, Ma, it's like a mouthpiece. Until I actually showed her when I was in my 30s, she didn't believe me. She didn't fucking believe me. I'm like, she's like, oh, it's a mouthpiece? Yes, Ma. So I've been saying to you since I was like 14. This is like, get with the program.
I've been making them
in,
from
out.
scratch.
And
Yeah.
out.
Like, fuck, come on, Ma. Like,
Well, that's how his 13-year-old girlfriend worked too.
Yeah.
dude.
Woo!
Dude, no. Goddamn. But no, just to finish that question, I try to make sure every single day. As long, or like at least even my friends. That's what like if I can see my homies and tell them I appreciate them or doing something along those lines, I think I'd be okay.
Fuck yeah.
Just as long as some people know, like the right people know that like, yo, I said what I need to say to you today and it wasn't negative and it was just like, hey, I want to let you know how much I care about you or something, you know, just in case it do die and they're like, oh my God, I saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. Like, that sucks. Especially, like, I know a couple of homies have had, like, close calls with their parents as of recently, and it was, like, fuck, man. Just, like, getting texts from them, and then, like, their parents pulled through, thank God, you know, but, like, you're getting these texts from your homies, and it's, like, you're helpless, you know?
Yeah.
It's
We're
like,
all
fuck.
kind of getting up to that age, too, where it's, like, our parents' health are not my mom or dad's. They're going to live forever, but... I hope.
What a shit.
I mean, like, for all you other people.
He's like,
but,
neener, neener, neener.
Well, then I just thought about my mom listening to this. She's like, you were talking about me dying. And
dude, it's
you're
okay.
going to live forever, Mom.
Dude, fuck, it's popping. Yes.
That was pretty sick in the microphone.
Dude, that's how we have to start. That's normally how we start. But today I was like, I saw the mango and I was like, which one are you drinking now?
The lemon lime?
Oh, the limonada one?
Yeah. Oh, I just call it damn lemon.
Oh,
It
dude,
tastes
super
like that
good.
beer out Spain.
Yeah, and in Spain, yeah? Dude. That's the shit right there. Okay.
Great.
But,
Should be
so,
your next beer.
That's
yeah,
There you
that's
go.
that one right there. Yeah, get that one. Not to get too far away from, like, too deep into that, but another reason why I wanted to have you on tonight, Brynn, is because you have, as of November, you are like Caffeine and Green's model, like straight up.
Get
You're
outta
all up in
here.
the
I
photos.
hate cameras too.
I just right today, like before the podcast, I dropped that new commercial with you with the Issa blend, and it's been fucking sick. And I wanted to talk to you about it. So like last night, you know, I was like, I have to drop this. Like this has been a project of mine, like to get this done. And dude, we had 41 minutes of footage, and I was like, okay, boom, 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 like editing it down. Got to like 8 minutes left of editing this thing, and I was like, dude, this is just like, I'm not feeling a vibe right now. I got to see what's up. You're dancing around all the time. Like, fuck. I go outside. I feel like Joe Rogan when he was talking about George Carlin. I guess it'd be like George Carlin. He was saying that George Carlin would like write out his like comedy set or whatever like that, and then he would like go smoke a joint to like spruce it up afterwards. So he'd like get the layout and then just basically edit it and pick it apart. That's essentially, I think, what I did last night. Like, I went outside, I smoked a spliff, and I came back in, and then I like put a song to it, and literally by accident I was just like going back and forth over the timeline and like watching you go playing like back in reverse, and the song that lined up, and it was just like dunk, dunk, and I was like, oh, and then I started getting like super hyped, and I was just sitting there, and I was just fucking like started just editing like mad quick. I got so inspired. It was fucking tight. And it was all because of the footage that I had of you. Dude, there's so much footage of you that
You should do a special cut, like behind the scenes video of just me
all
drinking
you
the
dancing.
palomas and dancing.
Dude, we were drinking these like spicy Paloma margaritas
I drank
that
3
she
of
brought.
them.
Dude,
They're
they were
canned?
No, that we bottle them at my work, but
Oh,
it's
nice.
2 cocktails per bottle, and I drank 3, and I was fucking lit.
Dude, I drank one and I was like,
That's
Jesus.
6 drinks right there.
Dude, well, I
just did
wanted
the-
to
I mean, who's
I counted
counting?
it out. My
dude, I wanted to make sure that she was comfortable.
I don't like being in front of the camera.
Well, dude, so we had like tunes on and
I
like
was
she's
like this.
drinking and like trying to do coffee, but then it was like so much of the footage was you dancing. Like in between stuff, you'd be like fucking off, I guess, like or fucking around, I guess. But it was like
I was fucking off.
you're just like you're like checking yourself out in the mirror, but like dancing around and shit. I'm just like, oh, dude, this is like way more chill to do like a fun edit.
Checking
Yeah, for
myself
sure.
out, I was pissed because
No.
your mirror made me look like an Oompa Loompa.
Does it have a little boat? Like a
No,
fun
dude,
house?
that's why I don't know. It's
totally,
like
it totally does.
No,
it was
dude,
so whatever. It was.
she
so
was like, I was like, dude, I'm like, I've never seen somebody just check themselves out in the mirror so tough. And she's like, I don't look good in this mirror. And she just kept like trying to hold her pants up. I'm like, dude, fuck.
It was the
Jesus Christ,
Paloma.
Also,
So
yeah,
ridiculous.
Eurovision was doing the
Oh,
the
yeah.
funhouse
it
mirror.
was. It was, dude. Yeah, it was
Dude, it
definitely.
was not. You were fine.
The
You were
goggle.
fine.
It was the beer goggles.
Dude, okay.
I think anything like you were saying though, like the like process of editing something or like even like art or especially like writing, I feel like anytime I write something, even as far as like something for the coffee shop, like something on the website or like a blog post or even like Instagram caption, if
Yep.
you just like write it out in front of you like on a notepad, even or anything, you know, or if you edit a video and you put it out, like you rush through it, you know, and edit it how you think is good, and then walk away and do whatever, like, you know, whatever your vice is, smoke a cigarette, have a joint, you know, go to the bar and have a shot and a beer, and then come back and watch it, and you're just going to be like, okay, this needs to happen, this needs to, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because if you just do it all in one shot with just one, like, mindset, you got to, like, almost make yourself someone else to, like, give your, like, be your own critic and, like, change it up a little bit. I feel like
No,
that-
100%.
Yeah. I feel like music, that works a lot too, you know, like with musicians that write a song, like they'll record it and then like listen back to it at a different time, and then you're like, oh, that needs to change because that sounds like shit. I can't believe that sounded good.
Yep.
But then you know exactly what you're supposed to do.
Dude, that's spot on. Like, straight up.
Like if you don't have somebody to give you a second opinion, like put yourself in a position where you kind of are like, have a different mindset than when you started to be your own like second opinion, I guess.
Well, I think it's even bigger than that. That's a deeper level right there. It's like you have to trust yourself. You know what I mean? You have to know that whatever you're doing, like whether it's musician, whether an editor, a filmer, whatever, you have to know that what you're doing is like sick and people back what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that might even be like one of the hardest things for people, I think, in general to do, is to trust the process or trust yourself in everything you do, whether it's skateboarding, whether it's bartending, making drinks that taste good, or like just anything.
Yeah. That's like a big problem I was having with when we were like, for the commercial per se that we put out, when I was showing it to people, I would like show it to my friends to try and get recognition, but also I was kind of like in the back of my head would want somebody to tell me what's wrong with it, you know? But
Yeah.
everybody would see me like, oh, it's so cool, it's so cool. And then instead of like taking their opinion, I would like twist it and be like, oh, they're just trying to be nice. Like I need somebody to tell me this sucks. Like someone needs to tell me this sucks.
Yes.
Or like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just like waiting for that, but everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this is like great, it's so cool." But it's like, yeah, you're just saying that though, because you wouldn't say that, like say anything bad to me, like to my face. But I would really
To my
appreciate
face.
it if you said something bad to my face. But you know,
Well, you got to get that critique, and I mean, I think that's super important. I mean, so for one example, just I can relate to something that's going to be happening soon is like I have a new coffee dropping, but I'm also dropping like a shirt with that coffee. And what's been interesting with Caffeine and Green is like really getting into every aspect of the business, not even just coffee roasting, but like having decisions on like what's going to be made on a shirt and like mock-ups and stuff. And you see cool shit. And then I would talk to Leov. I'd be like, yo, Leov, like, what do you think about this? Honest feedback. And she'll be like, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do this? Like, what do you think? And then I'll like get a mock-up and then it comes back and I'm like, fuck. Sick. That was like, damn, that was so good. And then it's like, because I'm looking at it so much that I already think it's tight. But if I get the you know, somebody that I hold very highly, like I hold their opinion very highly, when they look at it from a unbiased eye kind of thing, they give like a great suggestion that ends up being even sicker. So it's like, fuck yeah, love that.
I would trust her with like any opinion on anything.
Dude.
She's so well-rounded.
Dude, she came here and like fucking gave like a tutorial how to do pour overs for the steel mill guys back before COVID.
She's such a badass.
Yeah, she knows her real well too. She's a
the
homie.
shit.
See her every day.
Dude. She's going to be on the show too.
Can't wait for it.
Dude, but like for fighting though too.
She's so cool.
Dude, she's like, why would I be on the show? I was like,
I don't understand. You know what I told her today? And I was like, you need to give yourself some more credit. You're fucking badass and you're a total babe and you have so much to offer. She was like kind of telling me about like her little dating thing.
dude, can I get some of that real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, bro, you're 20 out of 10. These bros are 2. Like,
Jesus Christ.
like, you got to stop playing around.
Quit
I love
playing
her.
games.
I love her so much. She's a solid human.
She's pretty tight. Dude, I don't know why I grabbed this actually here.
Alright,
That's what
figure
I
your shit
want to do.
out,
I
bro.
know, fuck. Well,
You
because I
look
wanted
nervous.
to.
You're shaking.
No, it was like I
Is
meant
that
to.
a
I meant to
question?
ask Shay about this because I saw Little C last week. He like was putting the watermelon tahini one with the sparkling water,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, I'm down."
Did
Like,
you
'cause
say
the-
little C?
yeah, Little C. He's one of the other owners.
Oh, okay.
He's tight.
Okay.
But he's like not little at all. He's like well over 6 feet.
Yeah, he's huge.
he's a big guy, but he's fucking really cool.
That's tight.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Leov.
Oh, Leov. Yeah. Oh, you were talking about her dating thing. That's what it was. Sorry.
I'm not gonna continue. That's her.
I'm sure
segment.
that's what she wants to hear.
No, I
She's
just
like,
want.
I'm not doing your podcast fucking ever.
Just want a reminder that she deserves the best.
There you go.
There you go.
Dude. But that actually leads me into the next section. And I wanted, this is another reason why I really wanted to have you come on the show. Because, Brynn, the DMs that you have are always, we've talked about this multiple times since last year.
I don't even get it.
But,
I
dude,
don't get it.
some guys are just out there just being,
They're just out there, but
they're shooting their shots or what?
yeah, but I just don't understand, I mean, I don't have Facebook. I just use Instagram. I scroll through. I see some hot girls on there all the time, but it's I don't know how they gauge or decide that they want to talk to me and not talk to these mega Instagram babes. I don't put if you went through my actual Instagram, I'm not oh, look at me, I'm a model, meh, meh, meh. I'm just here's my family, here's my nieces, here's my nephews.
Just a regular person.
Happy Father's Day. Here's some dope ass cocktails that I make. And these dudes are so crazy.
All right. So that leads me to the next thing is that we were going to go through your DMs. And we've been talking about this. Since we've been hanging out so much lately, we're like, okay, dude, the DMs would be sick.
So some of them I deleted. Hold on.
Deleted? You knew this coming on the show?
No, this was before. I told you
Oh,
last
that's
week.
right. Okay, sorry.
I had to just get rid of them. Didn't even read them.
Can you take a snapshot next time and then maybe
Are we
just
talking
send them to me?
unsolicited
No,
dick pics
that
and
happened
stuff?
before, and it was funny because my dad asked me about it.
I mean, okay, I need a girl's opinion on this, and I'm just curious. Might be inappropriate, but you could totally tell me no.
Inappropriate for me?
I'm just saying.
Who are you
inappropriate.
talking to?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, what if a dude sent a picture of a dick pic and it actually was a big, massive, veiny, triumphant motherfucker? You're like, damn, I'm actually kind of
Triumphant
impressed.
bastard, if you're gonna quote Superbad.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. But it was is a part of you kind of damn, I'm impressed, I'm curious, or it's like, damn, this guy's a fucking douche, but that's a big dick?
That happened to me at the gym one time, and then so this guy was like messaging me on Instagram. I don't know how he found me. I'm assuming through like the gym's website.
I thought you were gonna say he airdropped it because he was like,
That's what
two
I thought at
treadmills
the
over
gym.
or
Like,
something.
A chick airdropped me a photo of my taco tattoo one time. I was at a frozen yogurt shop with
That's fucking scary.
It was creepy. I was with my niece at a frozen yogurt shop, and this like big old goth bitch like airdropped me a photo of my taco tattoo. She's all, sweet taco, I bet you have a sweet taco. And I turned around. I was like, what the fuck,
Oh,
bro?
was she holding her phone up like
Dude,
hold at
no,
you?
I knew it was her because the angle. She was the only person behind me, and I was like so scared. I grabbed my niece. I was like, we're fucking out of here, bro. This chick's gonna eat me.
Like, what about the froyo? We'll go somewhere else.
Yeah,
We're
over
staying
it.
in the
over
car,
it.
McDonald's drive-through. We're not getting out of this motherfucking
Yeah.
car,
Yeah, get the apple pies.
bro.
Okay, but
So I was at the gym one time, and this dude kept trying to message me on Instagram, and I like wasn't responding. Like, I'm just like I said before, I wasn't about that life. I was like super strict, and he kept messaging me. He was super persistent. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna glance through his IG, see what's up. Maybe we could get a beer. And then I was like, oh, this guy has like a chick, and she's pregnant.
Ooh.
But he like wasn't posting photos of her because FBI Brynn over here went to his tagged photos. Baby mama was all over everywhere. So I was like, damn, this guy's a piece of shit. So I ignored him. Then I get, like someone that you don't follow sends you a message. It's like a request or something.
Yeah, the request, yeah.
So this fool sends me a photo of him with no shirt on. I know this sounds so weird because I'm in the gym all the time, but I don't like big buff dudes. I want to be like the fitness person. I want you to live your life. Like, because I don't want to be,
Shout out
Shout out to skinny guys.
I don't want to be in, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in competition. Like, if you're so focused on yourself at the gym, then you're not going to focus any time on me. And like, I can't have that shit. So if you can take down 6 beers and a cheeseburger, I'm your girl. So this
Dude, wow, the
said-
DMs are gonna blow up. All the regular guys gonna be shooting the shot, yo.
he sent a photo, and he was just like so beefed out, and it was just so uncomfortable for me because I was like, in my head, I'm a girl, so immediately I'm like, how do I cuddle that? Like sexually, I'm like, yeah, I could like touch it, chiseled, but also I'm trying to lay on the couch, and I can't lay on that. It's like a broken mattress with bougie.
It's like, dude, he takes
not
up the whole
bougie,
couch.
but
Like the
fucked
old,
up
like
springs.
super old spring couches with
Yeah.
like an
That's
actual,
what I
like,
thought of.
stitching in it. It's like
That's what I thought of. I want to beat up old body pillow.
Oh my God. The extra flat pillows that are like not even pillows anymore.
So he saw that I like saw the photo, obviously, and then I like didn't respond. So then a week later, he
Obviously.
sends me a photo. He's down. So this is a 2-story gym. I'm not going to say what gym it was because I hate them. But he was downstairs and I was upstairs and I was doing cardio. So he could see me upstairs because like the treadmills faced like the railing that looked downstairs. And so he was like looking up at me. This dude, so creepy, sends me a dick pic. And he did have one of those big scary ass dicks. And I was so terrified. I looked down at him. He's watching me open his dick pic. So I took a screenshot. I blocked him. Then I posted it on my Instagram. I tagged the gym and him and his baby's mama.
Yeah. Dude, that's real stalker.
That's
like,
creepy, right?
That's scary.
Like, we've never even exchanged hello, hi in the gym before. Ever. Not one motherfucking time.
She didn't like the pics.
Dude, didn't need the pecs. Definitely doesn't
I
need
was just jealous that
that gigantic triumphant motherfucker.
his boobs were bigger than mine. I'm not into it.
Whoa. For real, for real.
Yeah, you have big old pecs. And I'm like, your bra size is probably bigger than mine. I can't handle that. Whoa. Get out of here.
Dude, that is insane.
And so here's another funny story real quick. I know.
No, I want to hear all these. This is
Dude,
amazing.
So, like,
that's why I stayed.
That's why I was like, Shay, she's going to go through her DMs. He's like, I'm down. I'm here.
So like 2 months into recovery, it's my little brother Charlie's birthday. My parents had it at this like fucking indoor jungle gym bullshit. I don't know, it was stupid. And so I'm like walking around with my fucking cane and shit. Who do I see at the fucking indoor place? Homeboy and his girl and their fucking baby. That
Baby mama?
pregnant.
Well, the same dude who sent you a dick pic?
Yes.
Whoa.
Here's the best part. So I was just sitting there. I was like super angry that I was there because I had my cane and like I couldn't fucking walk and I felt like really insecure. And so I was just sitting there drinking beer with my stepdad, and he's like, that guy over there is like fucking staring at you so hard right now. And I look over and I was like, who the fuck? Because like I have short-term memory loss like indefinitely now. So I either have to like really, really think about shit or smell something or see something, you know, whatever. So I thought about it and I was just like, who the fuck? Like, I know this dude. I fucking know. Well, he turned around. He had shorts on, and he has, like, a tattoo on his calf, like, super shitty, like, I don't even know what it was. It was so stupid. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, remember I told you about the dude that sent me the dick pic? I was like, that's him. And my mom was like, that's him? And I was like, yeah. My mom, like, smacked my stepdad and was like, go over there and say something to him. He's like, you want me to say something? You don't think she handled it on her own? And my mom didn't know what I did. Oh. And so I tell him everything. And my mom found out. And so we all just stared at him and started laughing.
Damn.
That's cold.
Fucking loser.
Dude.
Hell yeah, you're throwing around like...
I mean, I get it. Like, I appreciate his confidence. I get it. Like, good for you.
I appreciate your... That's so creepy, though, at the same time.
No,
like,
it's creepy.
Like,
but here's the thing. Like, there's a lot of people that aren't that confident. So, like, that's cool, but also out of context.
Yeah, but that's like it's almost like false confidence. Like,
yeah.
you were just born with some certain genetics. Like, that has nothing to speak for your character or your personality.
You're still a piece
like
of
just
shit.
banking off of that one thing
You're
that
still
you
a piece
didn't
of
have
shit.
any decision over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And also...
100%.
Like,
it doesn't,
there's
that's
some
all
girls...
you got.
Some girls can't handle that. So, for someone like me to see something like that, I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no, bro.
Wonder how much it worked.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, right?
It has to work on... That's why I
Like,
wanted to ask.
He's definitely a repeat offender. You're
Dude.
not the only
Oh,
one. You know?
no.
At some
not.
Not to
point...
take anything away from you.
Oh, no. Trust me. I think he's done it
No
so many
judgment.
times before, and it works because, like, he was at this gym, like people knew him at the gym. Like, he walked around, like...
There's Big Dick Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the BDE.
Literally.
He got the BDE.
Like,
He's walking
he
cock
drove-
first the whole time he walks into a room.
He drove, like,
Yo.
a red F-150 lifted truck, like...
America.
Yeah, like, his name probably was Brad. And so everyone knew him, like, all the guys that worked at the gym. And I'm just like, yo, this guy's definitely fucked, like, all the chicks that work here because they were all, like, 18. And so I think that's where he got the confidence. Like, he could just keep doing it. Like, it definitely wasn't just me. Like,
Yeah.
I know. That shit just...
Dude, that's got to be so weird. I don't even know how to begin to handle that. That would... Like, a girl just sent me a picture of a vagina. I'd be like, ugh!
Vaginas are...
Gross!
I just don't... Also... never mind. How do you, like, position yourself to take a good photo? Like...
All spread eagle, just like, not the biz. Fuck.
It's not
that would
for everyone.
Suck.
Ugh,
That's
no.
like...
I'm
just
trying to think of the word to describe it that is like, you know, like if you, like leaving something up to the imagination is like way more exciting than somebody just blatantly like
leaving it to
throwing
your
out-
imagination. Like, bro, let me see this when it's time for me to see this.
I mean,
You
as
know,
far
like-
as like, you know, like getting a message from like, you know, my girlfriend or something. Like, I'd rather have something that's like, fuck, I guess we're just getting like almost like Drew, like what is that sex talk show? With, like,
Oh, Dr. Drew.
yeah,
Wait,
like,
is it Dr. Drew?
Dr.
It is
Drew.
not Dr. Drew,
But no,
dude.
you know,
Nah.
you gotta leave some up to the imagination,
Yes.
you know, because
But
that makes
also-
it better.
It's like
otherwise
boobs
it's
is
just like,
different.
"Ah,
If you
fuck."
send me a picture of your boobs, I'd be like, all right, that's kind of cool. But it's like, those are not bad to look at.
No, they're not.
But it's like also like a dick is not amazing to look
no,
at. Like,
same with
fuck no.
same with a veg, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
but
Or like a booty, or like you can, for guys for sure, can take a picture of their butts. Like, I've heard guys do that too. That's fucking weird. But like,
no,
like, send a picture of a booty, like, yo,
No.
son, I don't know.
I don't want to
That's
see that shit
insane.
either. But definitely, like what you're saying, leaving something to the imagination. So I've been in a situation where like it's been super reserved. Like there was no exchanging of like any kind of like cute photos. Like maybe a selfie here and there or whatever the case may be. And like talking, communicating, like hanging out for like a couple months, and like we finally have sex, like there was not a thought in my mind like
A couple months and finally have sex?
that was because of me. I was out of the hospital.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Shay gave me this look over here like, yo, what? I was like, wait a minute, what?
So, you know, there was never a thought, and this is the first time I will admit, there was never a thought in my mind, like getting to know this person, like, I wonder if it's going to be good. Is his dick going to be good? Like, you know, I never thought about it. We just hooked up and like, and it was great. It was tight because I had this like connection with him, and no matter what, I think it was going to be bomb. So.
Aw. You see what's on the inside.
Not always.
Dude, I want to let's get some live DMs. What's
he was
going
really
on
good
with
with
DMs?
communication.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, what's with the live DMs? What,
All
is there
right.
any good ones? What's happened lately?
So I pretty much just get like a lot of hard eyes, which is cool. Makes me feel good. There's one person I'm not gonna say their name. They know who they are.
You don't know. They don't need to say it.
Yeah.
They're guaranteed listening to this though if they know that you're on the show. So
They better after they proposed to me via message.
proposed,
Um,
like legit.
yeah, like
Okay.
No, that's got to be like sarcasm. Like
No.
throw
Of
out a
course it's
wild like
sarcasm.
marry
No.
me hard eyes.
Yeah, like looking at me like I see
no,
you.
this person's like been after for like 4 years. I've
Okay.
Years.
never met them in person.
Get a fucking
Thirsty.
hobby.
Homie.
They have a hobby. I'm not gonna say what it is because they're really gonna know who I'm talking about.
Wait, so this person's been at you
Roast
going
'em.
for 4 years?
No, literally like standing by and waited for Owen and I to break up to be like, so I noticed Owen's not on your Instagram anymore. What the fuck's up? And I'm just like, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like
The guy will legit call out your boyfriend's name, or does he like throw the tag, the Instagram handle? He
no.
adds
He
him in your
just
messages.
he just gets in my messages and like asks me, you know, he doesn't want. He's like, I don't want to know what happened. I just want to make sure it's over before I like buy you a plane ticket. I'm just
Buy
like,
you a
dude,
plane
what?
ticket.
Where's he from?
Yo.
Dubai?
Where's he from? It's the United States. It's
He's
domestic.
he's in the U.S.
West Coast, East Coast,
East Coast.
Midwest,
Stop.
East Coast.
New
It's not baby.
Jersey.
It's not baby daddy, is it?
No,
Okay.
he's
Okay, now I can try that shit.
he's still hung up on his ex.
Oh, okay.
We talk all the time though.
That's right.
He's
That's
still.
right.
I figured if we're both like 40 and single, something will happen. But
Oh, that's what it was.
there's no fucking way I'm gonna be single when I'm 40.
Thank you. I mean, God, I was gonna say such a rude.
Because you could
comment,
get
but
you could get a mail order husband. I'm just
No,
kidding.
you fucking can't. That is not real.
I'm just kidding.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
No?
I hope so. You can get a
We need
mail
to
order
fact
bride.
check. Dude,
It's definitely a thing for sure.
no way.
You
There's
think I
no
can't go to
fucking-
Australia and swoop that shit up real quick?
I'm not saying you can't.
Dual citizenship.
Why
what's
go
up?
all the way to Australia? What's the deal with that?
Why not?
Fetish?
But-
Yeah, thank you.
Fetish? Skinny guys, tan skinny guys.
No,
blonde
actually,
hair?
it would be Germany.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck it up, fam. Little lumberjack boys. Oof. Go ahead and drink that lager real
DMs.
slow.
DMs. I want to hear the new DMs. Come
God
on.
Damn it.
Let's see.
All right. They're actually kind of lame.
Oh wait, didn't you have questions too?
The questions are what I thought was more important.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the
the
questions. then.
DMs are.
We
Yeah,
actually
you're
have
just
questions.
Prodding for it to get into her
No,
DM.
no. We talked about this
we did
before the podcast because we've been hanging out the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we've been like getting
We
all
did,
the shit.
But my therapist was like, it's probably not the best idea at the moment. So.
Questions.
Well, Kano seems to think it's a good idea.
Dude, no,
so
we were
maybe
talking
should-
about it before. And she was like, I could talk about some DMs,
Yeah.
not all of them. I was like, all right, chill.
Okay, so.
We got enough with Big Dick Brad, okay?
Dude,
at the
Big Dick
gym.
Brad
Dude.
was crazy.
He filled up all the DMs.
That's pretty sketchy, though. I would be like,
Dude,
I
isn't that like a
sympathize
term
for,
like
all females that have to deal with that? It's
borderline
insane.
sexual harassment, right?
That's so
Fuck
stupid.
yeah, dude.
Is that
what do
like-
you mean?
What do you mean?
Looking up at the top row with knowing that she's about to open up a picture of your dick. Like,
Fuck.
So terrible.
That's so weird,
It's
bro.
creepy.
and I can't even. I'm not saying I'm a great person, but I
No.
can't imagine ever doing that. I
No.
can't. Oh my! I would be so self-conscious about throwing out just a dick pic into the wild.
But dude, because somebody can like
It's like
always
old school
take a picture of
Polaroid
that
style.
shit. Yeah.
It's like might as well take a Polaroid of your dick and slip it into a girl's locker in high school.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's fucking weird.
And just put your name on it, like Big Dick Brad.
Look for the red F-150.
He's trying to put the license plate and shit on there, like it's me right here.
The other time that I got sent an unsolicited dick pic, I was at my dad's house. I think it was Father's Day. Not this past one, like 2 years ago or something. Oh, it was right
recently.
Yeah, it was like right after my aneurysm. And
damn thirsty.
yeah, seriously. And so I didn't know my dad was like standing behind me, and this guy, like, I didn't know he was gonna send me a dick pic either. And so I was like just like checking my messages, and I was like, what the fuck? And I like looked at it, and then I like put my phone down, and I was like, I gotta say something, like, fuck this guy. And then I thought about it, and I looked at it again. I don't know, my dad's right behind me, so I write back, and I was like, that's it. All of a sudden, I feel my dad's hand on my shoulder. He's like, fuck, you make me proud.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that dude blocked me instantly.
Yeah, fair. That's fair, though.
Probably went and hid in a hole.
Yeah, fucking loser.
I worked my whole life for this.
Dude,
I was
the
so
dick game. That's crazy. Yo, life as a woman especially. That's nuts.
cray.
Dude.
All right, let's see.
The first question.
This is really just making me feel real good as a guy that has nothing to show off, you know.
Skinny guys,
You
no
big
dick pics.
motherfuckers out there, think you got something on me?
Oh my god.
Muscles ain't shit.
I need some.
Son.
Dick ain't shit.
I need some tequila.
Yo.
We can arrange that.
Dude, we can definitely make that happen.
All right, so I had quite a few questions. I condensed it down because some of them were like versions of the same question from other people.
Yeah.
Ready for the first one?
Yes, please.
What's your favorite color?
Oh my god.
It's orange.
It's orange.
Let's
They're not all like this, right? Like there are other.
No,
Okay, good.
no.
I was about to be
I
like,
just-
Jesus Christ.
That was the first one. I thought it was hilarious. And I think this person was being funny because everyone knows my favorite color is orange.
Okay.
As a bartender, when you go out, what do you order?
Ooh.
Honestly, I know I make some pretty fancy, crazy fucking cocktails. I drink beer and a shot.
Do you
What
make
shot?
this? Oh.
Depends what beer I'm drinking.
Okay, let's
So
get
if
some
I'm
combos.
drinking a light lager, something light and refreshing, I'm most likely going to have some sort of tequila or mezcal variation.
Ooh.
Nice.
It just depends too. Like, I know some people are like, you won't drink the well. No, I won't, because I don't want to have a hangover. And also, I like specific styles of agave. If I'm drinking a pale ale, I'm probably going to have like a bourbon. If I'm drinking an IPA, I'm probably going to have a rye because it's a little sweeter. And then obviously IPAs are fucking hoppy, so I think it's like a good balance. I try to treat like my Boilermaker setup as if it was a cocktail and balance it out.
I like that. I'm a beer and a shot kind of guy as well. At least like first drink.
Yeah.
Me también.
I'll try cocktails, like, depending on where I go. Like, for example, like Seth down the street, like, he has a whole ass program. Like, I'm gonna go support the homie and try all of his drinks. And like we were talking about before, honest feedback. Like, in my art world, that's a feedback I would give him. Like, I would just tell him, like, that one's not balanced, that one's missing a flavor, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, like, I'm drinking cocktails and then someone better tame me. But other than that, it's just a beer and a shot.
You're opening up so many more questions. Fernet opinions.
That
So
just
gross.
depends, like, opinion specifically, like, when to drink it, how to drink it, if I like it.
It just
Black
seems like
licorice.
everybody that's like a bartender. It's like a bartender
So,
shot, pretty much.
It's called the bartender's handshake.
Okay.
My issue with it is, especially in San Diego and LA, sorry about it, Startenders, you're not fucking cool because you give people shots of Fernet. You should appreciate that as the liqueur that it is. It's meant to be drank after beverages or after food because it's a digestive.
Mm-hmm.
So if I walk into
Did
your
not know that.
bar at 6 p.m. and you know I haven't had dinner yet, or I told you, like, I just had a dinner reservation after this, I'm just having one round, why the fuck would you hand me a shot of Fernet? Give me an Aperol Spritz and a high five. Like, you're an idiot. So my thing with Fernet, do I drink it on my own? No. Do I like Amaros? my collection would probably disgust you. I'm super bougie with Amaros and Sherry's and stuff like that. So I don't mind Fernet. If it's given to me, I'm not going to say no. I'm just not going to take it like at the wrong time. Like my body's super sensitive also.
Gotcha.
So I just think it's, no offense, Fernet Branca, love you. It's not that cool.
Like, dude, absinthe tastes just like Fernet. It's disgusting.
Absinthe?
Like actual absinthe.
Yeah, I mean, everything's different.
Like piney almost.
No, like licoricey. Just super like when you made the zombie, they made do you make the slushies?
I
the
have some
recipes for the
input,
slushies?
but it's mostly Christian.
Okay.
I just float my ideas.
They make slushies at the bar that she works at Fernside, and they had absinthe in this zombie drink or whatever. Dude, somebody's like, "Oh, there's Jaeger in here." It's like, no, that's absinthe, bro. I can taste that shit from a mile away.
Good for
like,
you.
bro, oh my god, it's so powerful, especially if you
is.
don't have the fucking sugar. Forget about it.
I like that though. Like, have you been to like an absinthe bar, like in Europe, where they have the little like sugar dripper thing?
Those are rad.
No, I
So
literally,
fucking cool.
I just this past a couple weeks,
I don't even know what the fuck it is,
dude.
But
So this,
I was told to go to an absinthe bar when I was in
It's
Barcelona
cool.
and went there, and
It's
it was
supposed
just, like
to-
they're dripping the like it's like, what is it, hot water over or
the
just like,
sugar.
yeah.
It's like a sugar cube.
I'm
But
not.
it's like
It's just a pure sugar cube. So I've heard different stories. Like you're supposed to have like a trip after.
yeah.
I mean, not really, because the absinthe you have to drink. Like, if you're drinking that pure shit, it has to like the wormwood in it. That's why like
I haven't.
you built up the
I
tolerance
haven't
to
messed
it.
with all that. Like, yeah, I've had tons of absinthe, but in cocktails. But I haven't experienced anything like you're talking about.
With the drippy situation.
I've only seen it.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't think there's, you're not having a whole. Maybe, I don't know.
You have to consider.
I've also taken in a copious amount of hallucinogenics, like acid, a lot. So like to say that a fucking beverage is gonna give me a hallucination is I might be like a little dull to it.
Yeah, no, you definitely have to drink it consistently to have it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this for a
But
fact,
you're not tripping out.
dude. Like 2 weeks ago with Ray, we were with a homie, and she was like, "Yo, I have absinthe from like Europe," and it was like with cannabis, and I was like, "Yo, let's get a shot." And so we went to take a shot, and she says to me, "I don't have any sugar cubes." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, whatever." Like, I didn't know about the sugar cube thing. I took the shot. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever drank in my entire life. It was just like, I was like, "Oh, shit!" Like, son, like this is not good. And then she was like, "That's why you have to have a sugar cube over it." This is only like a couple weeks ago. Like, live and you learn.
Not here for it.
One more question.
Yeah.
I've tried. Okay, do you know what Bekarovka is?
Yeah. It's a Russian liqueur.
Thank God. I've been trying to track this down. Everybody I talk to has no idea what I'm talking about. It's
I've-
like clear, kind of tastes piney,
Yeah.
and it's not even. It's like made from like tea leaves. Am I wrong?
It's pretty rad. It's an herbal liqueur.
I was told that it's supposed to, like, the myth is that it doesn't give you a hangover because it's like made from tea, or of some like it's herbal, so it doesn't give you a hangover.
I don't know about the hangover thing. I guess it just depends on how
mean,
much you drink. Anything with sugar in it's going to give you a hangover essentially if you have too much.
But also, I can't find it anywhere.
I have some.
Do you really? Dude, she has so much alcohol.
Dude.
It's ridiculous.
I like went to. I mean, you'd probably like anytime I see like a fancy liquor store or like a little like bottle shop or anything, I ask them, and nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's not the easiest thing to come by. We have it in one of our house cocktails at work. So, I mean,
No way.
Yeah, it's easy for me to just
Dude,
get
you
it.
gotta come to
But
Firstside.
it's pretty rad because before COVID happened, there was this one Russian couple that would come in all the time, and they would sit at like the very corner top table, just like making out. Just like they were middle aged. They were so cute. They would always talk about how they're dating still, and they've been married for like 30 years. And so they would always order shots of it. After dinner, they would just shoot it, like 4 shots of it.
It's really good.
4
it's like
shots?
pretty much. It tastes like gin almost. Like it's
pretty good.
piney.
Yeah.
Like
you know? It tastes like a
mouthwashy.
fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's the best way to
Mouthwash.
describe it.
Yeah.
Mouthwash.
Like, you know the little thing that collects the water at the bottom of a Christmas tree that you water?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Literally.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what I would describe it as.
Dude,
I love it. Dude, Bekarovka soda with a lemon is fucking my favorite drink. And I
Cocktail
haven't had
boy.
one since I mean, not really. I don't know what I'm talking about.
dude, she
But
needs to
I
have
like-
Giles drink.
Just from like the only place I've ever had it is at a bar in Boise, and I was like told what it was from the bartender, and I was like, oh, I'm down for life. But ever since I've been out here, I've never been able to find it.
That's interesting. Weird. Friend side.
We might have to. We might have to go. You'll have to come down and hang
Should
out
we
with
go
us.
right now?
Yeah. I mean,
We can.
probably, but
Just-
you
just
live
swept
up
the
here.
floors.
I woke up in way further places.
Dude, we went to her birthday.
Oh,
Her
God.
birthday party last year.
My 30th.
Yeah, your 30th party. And I fucking walked into her house because we got there because it was a surprise birthday party.
Oh.
And we walked in, and like me and Leah were like walking around, and we're like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, they have like all these collection of bottles," thinking like they were empty. And then all of a sudden, no, you realize like, yo, these are all like legit bottles of alcohol, and they had them broken down into like types of alcohol. So there's like tequila, a couple rows. There was like
At your
bourbon.
house?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should see it
It's
now
fucking
since I moved
legit.
back in.
Is it better or like?
So everything we had before, and then I brought 4 cases with me, and then one case,
Jesus.
like I literally had to break it down and be like, these are booze I'm just never gonna drink. Jess says, see if you want them. If not, we're just gonna give them away because like we literally have too much shit. And then I had 2 really nice bottles of scotch that had like maybe a pour in each of them.
What?
So I just poured them out for me and Jess's boyfriend, and I was just like, I just need
Treyway?
Treyway.
Dude, his name's Trey, but everybody calls him Treyway. Yo, fucking Treyway!
He's a gangster.
I love it.
So yeah, I just poured him out. We have some sick bottles.
Don't
Super
ever do
sick.
that again, please. If you have bottles, just call me.
I know, but the stuff that I was getting rid of was just like, it's not shit you just pour and drink. Like you have to make a cocktail with it, and like I don't have time for that shit.
I have friends. I
Okay.
can give you bottles.
But like, if you're coming to my house, not to be a bitch, I don't want to make you a cocktail. I will if you really want something, but I'd rather just pour something out.
Shea makes a really good meech. Just
I take a lot of pride in that.
You took such a long pause.
I was trying to come off not as
there.
not too cocky, you know. But I mean, it's definitely pretty quality, you know. I've done research. I've traveled around looking for the best, you know, and I've
it's yours?
asked questions, and now it is mine. Yeah, I think
Tight.
I do. If I go anywhere and order a michelada, then I want it to taste how I make it because you know that's my caliber, I guess.
That's why I don't order
Not to
cocktails.
sound like a cocky, you know.
No, you're not cocky at all. You
Because
just know
people
what you're good at.
overdo them, which I appreciate, you know. Like, if you go to, like, Morisco's places, you know, they,
Yeah.
like, really overdo them. Like, so much, like, you know, chamoy and, like, ingredients and stuff. But a good, like, just bare minimum. It's, you know, I appreciate that.
That's why I don't order
Tight
cocktails
rim,
when
you
I
know,
go
like
out.
a real tight rim, not something sloppy. Like, you're, like, tahini is just,
That's what
like,
I'm saying,
real
see?
packed on the edge. That's what you want to
How
look
do you
for.
pack your tea?
It's almost like it's like
You
a
pretty much,
margarita,
like,
but it's
like
like
you go chamoy and then you have a nice amount of tahini with, you know, I have like a nice spicy salt from Ibiza actually that my girlfriend got me.
Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, off the coast of Barcelona. But it's like the spicy salt and I mix that in with the tahini, maybe a little pepper, and then but you like pack it, you know, you don't just like turn the glass. You have to really like, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
nice
yeah.
tight edge.
Butter.
Gotta have a tight
You
edge.
should do a video demonstrating.
I've done a couple.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to say that.
I've done a couple, but
Dude.
I want to, yeah,
Wow.
not that in depth, but I've done a
Okay.
couple.
Tight.
All right. Okay, so that was one question.
Sorry, I did that.
no, that's totally fine. We need that shit.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
How has he opened another one and I haven't even gone to my second one?
Dude, trust
I'm
me.
a professional.
Dude, Shea is by far one of the best people to ever just hang around, and I'll tell you why. I roast for Steel Mill now, for everybody who knows. And the other day, this is probably last week, before we dropped the commercial, and I like drop off the coffee, and we had already doubled what I had originally given him from the first week. And then Shea just like, do you have to go? And I was like, no. He's like, got time for a beer? And I was like, fucking always. So we just sat here and we had a beer. We talked coffee. We talked about other bullshit, skating, all that stuff. But it's like, you can't come to Oceanside. You can't come to Steel Mill and see Shea and not have time for a beer. Like, this is just what we do. That's what it is here. Like last week we got a little toasty.
Oh yeah, I feel like my intentions were to come back onto this podcast to give a public apology.
No, hell no. Hell no, do not. I was telling him before the podcast, I got so much positive feedback about like he had this one thing. There was a couple gems in last week's podcast. This fool fucking pulled out a dread like out of his pocket that he had
Wait,
in his
you
Different
did?
pants on, otherwise I would do right now.
dude.
And my homie's dread just fell out of his head, and he gave it to me, so I took it.
And he's like carrying it around like a fucking lucky foot, like rabbit foot or some shit.
Good for you.
He's
He's
a
like-
good dude.
He's like, dude, you see this? And we're like, you just seriously pulled out a fucking dread from your pocket? And then then like little C, shout out little C, he does jujitsu as well.
Oh,
So
tight.
we were like got on this whole subject about like skateboarding, but then like martial arts, and then like just talking about choking people out. And Shay's like, I've tried to learn some, but he's like, you know, I got this thing, and he's like, I call it pocket sand. And people were just like loving the pocket. I legit got not even DMs, straight text messages from homies like,
You just throw it in their face?
dude, explain
Exactly.
it. Explain it
That's
again.
exactly what it is. You always keep a little pocket full of sand.
Yeah,
at the
someone
bottom.
comes at you, you're like, what, bitch?
I don't care what you know.
Pocket sand.
I don't care what training you have. When
You
there's
stand
sand in
over
your
them.
eyes and you're blinded,
Yeah.
I'll kick you in the nuts and run away, and I'm good.
No, you
can't
fall.
fuck
You
with
let
me.
them fall down. You stand over them and you say, "Pocket sand."
You already know.
Dude, I mean, there's that, and I was always a big fan of. I don't know if
My
you did
turn.
you ever see that?
Got it.
Ooh, I thought for a second that was gonna fail.
No, I wanted it to be super slow.
Like the ones where it breaks off.
Yeah, and you're like, God damn.
Oh, that would be my luck.
Dude, that's what I was like worried a little bit right there. Wait, what was the question?
What question?
Dude, I was like, because we were talking about like getting another question. We didn't. Did we ever get to it?
No, you were talking about Little C doing jujitsu.
Oh, the pocket sand. That's why. Yeah, sorry.
I can go to another question.
Go to the
if you
question. I
want.
want to go to the question.
All right, this one I actually really like. Do you think men should always pay, or is it okay for women to pay also? Like when you go out 50-50, when is it appropriate for a woman to pay?
Shay's gonna take us. I'm gonna go to the bathroom first.
Okay.
You guys talk.
That was rude.
Wow. These are questions for all of us to answer, correct?
Yeah, sure.
This
go
is
for
my
it.
question, or is it yours?
We're all
Are you gonna
talking. We're all
answer it?
talking about it.
If like with my girlfriend right now, like when we go out, I always try and like I'm definitely like fluctuating income for sure, but I always definitely like try and like take the bill for sure if I can. But she's also understanding, and we'll split. It's more trade off though, but that's like deep in a relationship as well.
You think so?
Like we're teamed up right now, you know.
Got it.
Like 4 years deep, we both know
Oh,
each
yeah.
other's you know, like financial situation, so we'll either like split or just be like I got it or you got it. But like I guess like in the beginning wise, it's a lot of pressure on a guy to have that, you know, over their head a little bit, because also like that's what I mean, like it's just expected, I guess, in society a little bit, right?
yeah, I feel
You
like
would expect it,
see, that's the thing. I would.
but you're also a bartender though. That's different.
It not just a bartender, but for me, the way that I feel about it in society today is, unfortunately, as a woman, like especially in the dating world, I don't want a guy to pay and expect something in return. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And sadly, like that's what it's
That's
come
the
to.
kind of vibe of it.
And
yeah.
so I'm all about 50-50. Like my ex and I, same thing. Like there was no question about it. Like it was super 50-50. Like
Yeah.
I would get it sometimes, he would get it. Like, sometimes he would even fight me like, no, it's fine. But
Yeah.
no, I definitely think it's cool to like have that balance, or like not be insecure about letting a woman pay.
Totally. I definitely don't have that, because when me and my girlfriend first started dating, I was like broke as a joke, and she also like would be going out with all of her friends, you know, like, oh, we're all going out to dinner. I'd be like, well, I can't. She'd be like, I got you, no
Yeah.
matter what.
See,
like, we were
that's
going.
It's a
I
ride
was
or
like,
die
yeah,
right there.
I'm still paying that back for sure. Like that's why now when I do have money, I'm like, I'm down, because she like it was the opposite, I guess, of that in the beginning, and she's like a little older than me too, so she was like full mama bear in me. Like
Aww.
she bought me a lot of meals for sure. I owe
That's
her.
just popping.
I
though.
owe her a lot
See,
for sure.
Yeah.
I like that
Big time.
though. I like that you acknowledge it too later, but
Or try to.
you do. I mean,
I am now in verbally, but not in action.
baby steps. Baby steps.
No, in
Closer to the mic, G.
I just always back myself into a corner on this podcast.
No,
I
you're
feel
fine.
like.
You're fine. You're good. You're good.
No,
Did you-
she definitely paid for me for like all of the meals when I was broke, because like, you know, I'm still was like, I guess speaking in like 4 years ago, was somewhat of like a little grom, and like she always like taking care of me and mama bared me. But like now it's like we definitely just talk about it. I try and do whatever I can for damn sure, but I guess it's from the outsider's perspective, you know, where that question is probably loaded for like, you know, first dates.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know.
I mean,
because it's totally different when you know somebody.
It's cool to touch base on like how it's been affected like throughout a relationship though, because like, yeah, first dates like you kind of think the guy's gonna pay, but also like I was saying before, like for me, I'm just like, bro, if you pay, like I hope you don't think you're getting anything out of this. It's the first date. Like get the fuck out of my face.
It is kind of like a show of force almost.
Yeah. So
I've never thought about it that way ever.
I mean, I was telling him it's unfortunate because I don't feel like it ever used to be like that. It was like a standard. Like, you open the door for the girl. Like, you pay for the meal. You give her a kiss on the cheek and, like, let her know that you're going to get home safe and you'll call her tomorrow. But now it's just like, we going back to your place or what?
I don't know about, like, the call her tomorrow thing. But, I mean, if I'm just being honest, but I would definitely say... I was like raised by my mother and my grandmother. But no, I don't think it's used to. Like, I definitely think there's a generational thing now.
Yeah.
Where, like, for me, my mom always raised me like, yo, you always open the door for the lady. I don't give a fuck if it's, sorry, I don't mean to say it like that. Like, I don't care if it's your girlfriend, if it's your sister, if it's like just a girl that you're hanging out with. It's a show of, respect, chivalrous. It's just, it's nice. Like, yo, you're a man.
You're a gentleman.
Be a gentleman, yo. And that's what it is. Always be kind.
So maybe it just comes down not even to generation, but like how you were raised.
Yeah.
Or your atmosphere. Because, you know, I talked to some girls where it's like, here's a good example. Like yesterday, me and Essence went to go get a pedicure. And
yo, thanks for the invite. Yo, I'm always trying to get a pedicure.
Okay.
Holler at me. On the real. Like, yo, I'm dead serious. I'm dead ass right now.
It was so great. And so she paid for the pedicure when I was in the bathroom for both of us. And I got pissed.
Why?
Because she even said it too. She was like, you know what? I understand that you're mad, but you get everyone all the time. You constantly pay for everyone's shit. Yeah. You're always bringing shit to people. You're always helping out. Like, let someone take care of you. And like, I wasn't used to that. So I got like emotionally upset. And I was like, bro, you're right. But also like, she's like, no. Your mom all the time. Like, let somebody do something for you.
Yeah, you gotta let somebody do something nice for you, man.
So, but you know, the thing is too, like, I don't do things with the expectation of anything. So like, if I'm on a first date and a dude is acting some sort of way or like saying things or being flirty or whatever the case may be, and then he picks up the tab, like, flirt your ass on home, bro. Like, you're not coming to my house.
That sounds so aggressive, though. Hold on. Already, can we just acknowledge the fact that you're already on a date with this dude? So it's like, homeboy obviously took a shot. You were like, yeah, let's take a shot. Like, and then so you're already on a date with this person. So like, you're gonna be. I'm just asking for clarification. You're gonna be pissed if homeboy's trying to flirt with you on a date?
No, if he's trying to go home with me after the date.
But what if you were actually feeling it?
I'm still not fucking you on the first night.
All right, cool. Chill.
I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't happened.
See, there's holes in your own.
Yeah, learn from experience. There's no holes. It's just experience and learning.
But those times, it's like I set up the expectation. I didn't spring it on you. Like, I let you know ahead of time, like, we're going out tonight, and this is what I'm feeling like. And if I talk to you tomorrow, who knows?
If I like you when I see you, we might smash.
Yeah. I've never had a first date like that.
No, I'm just saying.
Neither have I.
Dude.
I've had one night stand ever, and it was perfect. It was epic.
Fifth. I plead fifth. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about this. I will definitely say I think when it comes down to even a first date, I don't care. Even if we're just dating in general, if I ask you out, I'm paying for that.
Tight.
That's what it is. Like, yo, I asked you out, and that to me is what it is. Like, hey, do you want to go out and have some dinner or whatever like that? And you're like, yeah, just me and you? Cool. I got you. Like, it's not.
See, I like that.
Not a question. It's just what you do. That's just me though.
I think it's okay to be 50-50. Like, Shea and I were discussing, like, him and his girlfriend, like, you know, they've been together for a few years. Like, that's how they have it now. And, like, when Owen and I were together, it was the same thing. Like, it was 50-50. Like, we never even questioned it. It was never a thought. But also, if it's, like, a first date thing, like, I don't mind picking up my own check. But also, unfortunately, as a bartender, like, based off of what you order, I can kind of tell what you want to pay for and what you don't. So
what? Try and match
Wait,
it.
You can wait, you're telling me.
Like, okay, let me give you an example. if I walk into a place and I'm with a dude and the first question he asks, do you have happy hour? Bro, you're balling on a budget. I'm going to get my own top shelf shit, actually middle shelf, and I'm going to pay for it myself. Like, because I see this shit at the bar all the time. Do you have a happy hour? Yeah, we do. Here's a happy hour menu. It ends at this time. Tight. They'll try to order as many Coors Lights as they can before happy hour.
Coors Lights?
Who
goes to a bar and like
Whoa,
gets...
whoa,
What?
Yeah,
Whoa,
You posted
what?
a video of me with my Coors banquets. Get out of here.
That's different. We weren't at a happy hour. We were going on a shoot.
It was my happy hour.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating Shay.
Shay. It's my sports drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so you know, imagine you're the girl with that guy, and as a bartender, I'm like, I'm just gonna give this douchebag as many Coors Lights as he wants because I know he's gonna tip me $1 motherfucking dollar.
Yeah.
Tight.
Ooh.
So I'm out with a guy, and he's like, it's a Saturday, and it's 7:30 p.m., and he asked if they have a happy hour.
Okay,
Bro,
see, that's a bad...
So you're
that's bad,
ordering a
that's bad.
kid's meal, and I'm getting the filet
Yeah.
mignon and paying for my own bottle of wine and a sippy straw.
It's
The
like,
fuck out of my face.
Going to a steakhouse, like, the cheeseburger's looking really good.
Yeah, like nailed it 100%.
Because I've done that for sure, but not
I'm not hating on
not
people
first
who do
date
it.
style.
I'm not either, but also, I think,
Definitely not.
but also it's just like, don't invite me to a place like that if you can't afford to be at a place like that.
That's what I'm
false
saying.
impressions.
Yeah.
Take me, dude.
Or maybe he just wants to treat you to whatever you want, and then he's gonna save money on his end. Be like, I'm just gonna have a Coors Light and a cheeseburger, and because I want her to have whatever she wants.
Yeah, but then I'm sitting at the table waiting for him to wash dishes in the back so we could leave.
Ooh.
No.
God damn.
I would rather
Spicy.
pay for my own steak. And I would rather us have a good time. Like, if you know what I'm saying?
But what
like,
if he's trying to impress you? Like, he's like,
you know what impresses me?
maybe
Honesty.
Maybe he's not broke, but he's also money conscious. And he's like, I want her to get whatever
Oh, if
she
he's
wants.
money conscious, it's
but
not happening.
I'm gonna have a hamburger and a Coors Light so I can like get her whatever she wants. And then
No.
you're just like, go wash the dishes, bitch. Fucking, you don't have my taste.
Dude, money conscious is not going to work for me because if we're going
What does
out,
that mean?
So here's a good example. So like I purposely save money to splurge on food and drinks. Like treat yourself. So like if I'm going
Your
to
priorities are food and drinks.
it's not only my priority.
No, I'm saying, but like your top priorities.
It's just like
when
a-
it comes to the conversation that we're having right now.
It's like a self-care thing. Like I want to go splurge. Like those are things I'm passionate about, and that's the industry I work in. So if I save money for that, whatever. So if you're gonna go to a spot with me, and you agree to go to the spot, and we're hyping it up together. We're just like, oh, looking at the menu like a week ahead of time. Like we're gonna order this, 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 and this, and we get there, and you get a fucking cheeseburger. No, the answer's no. Like there you go. At that point, just be honest with me. And I know it's hard. Just be like, yo, I really want to do this. I'm stoked that you're going to do this. I don't think it's something I can afford at the moment. I don't care what. Tell me any excuse you want. COVID, whatever. I don't care. 10 out of 10, I'm going to be like, yo, I got you. We're going to have fun together. Get me back. If you're not comfortable with
See,
that.
that's a ride or die, though.
If you're not comfortable with that, then straight up be like, you know what? I appreciate that. I'm not comfortable with it. Maybe next time we could go together. I think you should take one of your girlfriends and you guys should have a fucking treat yourself day. But then I'm going to be like, so if you can't afford that, I'm going to change my plans and go do something you feel comfortable like paying for. You want to go to Yard House happy hour? I fucks with you. Let's go.
You don't seem like you're that hard to impress.
I'm not, but it's just honesty. That's the thing.
Just don't send big dick pics.
Yeah, I
And
don't want
be
to.
And
I
don't
don't
try
muscular.
and order off the
Fucking happy hour, man.
happy hour on a Saturday
Big dick
night.
Brads, bro. I'm not about
At
it.
7:30. Okay, next question.
Oh, sorry.
I like these little spin-offs.
Are you religious?
No. let's not even go
Is
there.
that a no to the question or the
That's just a no to like that entire question and any answer that comes out of it.
How has recovery been for you during quarantine?
Recovery.
Like aneurysm recovery.
Ah.
I'm in recovery for the rest of my life.
How about this? Instead of saying recovery, excuse me, during COVID, how has COVID been for you? Because for a while you weren't working, but then you guys actually went back to work pretty early on.
I was only out of work for a short amount of time. For this question, I kind of take it as like what have you been doing to stay sane?
Yeah.
It's little things. Doing your makeup, painting your nails.
Really?
Honestly, it makes a world of difference.
Interesting.
I could have taken advantage of like other free education and whatever the case may be, but no, I just chilled. Read.
Can I get some of that, please?
Yeah, it's cool. I relaxed for the first time ever.
That's good.
Took advantage, relaxed, listened to a lot of new music. Super into lyrics now. Like, got into self-health care, I guess.
Self-help?
Yeah.
Self-help.
All of that.
Yes.
Well, self-health care also.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Little Mac Miller self-care.
Dude, fuck yeah. R.I.P., bro.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I took the time.
Thank you.
I reflected on a lot of stuff. Started going to therapy, like really healing my inner self. So it's
You
kind of.
seem a lot more relaxed and nicer. Not that you were mean before.
I
I'm
wasn't.
just
I'm
saying.
sassy. Everyone knows it. It's not a big deal.
No, it's definitely not. But like we were talking about this the other day when we were doing the photo shoot. We were driving around downtown San Diego, and you were just telling me how like things have changed for you, and you're a little bit more relaxed, and you're just like, it was legit. I was just like, damn, like Brynn, damn, I haven't like. We were talking about like I remember you last year this time, like you're just different.
It was like, oh man.
You were on a rampage.
It was pretty epic.
It was sick. I mean, it was definitely like, I ain't mad at you, play the game. You know, like as a homie, just over here, just rooting you on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've like, COVID has seemed to maybe mellowed you out a little bit or something, or?
Yeah, I've had some health issues in the last couple of months that have just kind of risen a flag for me. And like I told you the other day, like I really have to take into perspective like things that matter. I mean, relationships, friendships, family, anything. There's a lot of things that trigger people and we don't pay attention to them, but how you react is how you're going to feel. So like, for example, you're on the freeway and someone cuts you off and you get pissed. It's your fault that you're pissed. You're allowing yourself to let that person affect you. You don't even know that fool's name. Who cares? It happened. He's gone. Mm-hmm. You're driving. Like, so, you know, I was in a relationship during quarantine and like we fought so much and it's fine. We fought so much and
Didn't know about that.
What?
Nothing. Just go ahead. I didn't know that. That's why, like, I heard you say that again and I was going to say something else, but like, that's what I was like.
Yeah, it was with Owen.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know you guys broke up. That's what I was saying.
You mean you didn't look at my Instagram and see that his photos were gone like everyone else? It's fine. It's fine.
I heard you say something and I was like,
I'm just observing.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Fine.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good. So, you know, I'm thankful that it happened. I mean, I learned a lot from it. Like, I really hope that things work out between us and like we can make it work. But it's taught me so much, and if it doesn't work out, like I'm totally fine with that too, because I've taken a step back and I've reflected a lot on what I need in my life and like what I want personally, and my health is really important to me. But health is not just like a physical thing for me anymore. It's definitely mental and emotional, and it's mentally and emotionally like it's hit me. And now it's like things that would usually piss me off that he would say or do, I just take a deep breath and I'm just like, just say okay.
Oh.
It's hard. It's
Heavy.
so hard. No, it's just it's really hard. And like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the person that's like, okay, because that's going to trigger them too. Like, you know, so it's literally like, hey, cool, I'm not going to fight with you. Like, if that's how you feel, I respect it. Even if I don't agree with it. Like, I can't fight with people. Like, my blood pressure raising, I'm not going to die over you. Like, the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm not going to die over you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like, that's what my blood pressure was insanely high when I went to the doctor. And I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm out.
Like, recently?
Yeah. So, like, during quarantine, like, when we had the whole lockdown, like, I had a fat reality check. And I was like, I need to change something, like, within myself. I can't keep pointing fingers at other people and expecting them like I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that's doing shit wrong. No, I'm doing something wrong. I'm allowing all of this to happen. I'm allowing this negative energy into me, and then I'm projecting, and that's not cool. So, you know, I really appreciate that question that they asked too, because like quarantine was a solid time for a lot of people. A lot of people did drugs, had depression, overdose. Like, there's so many bad things that happen. Like, tons of people died, famous people, like not even from coronavirus, like just in general. Like 2020 has sucked ass.
Dude, Sean Connery and Alex Trebek within the last like 2 weeks.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much, and it's like you can choose your own battles during a crisis like this, you know? And I chose to like work on myself. And if our relationship works out, awesome. If it doesn't, like, I'm not going to stop working on myself, and I'm not working on myself to be in a relationship. And you know, I feel like a lot of people could take from that and learn from that and like maybe do a little self-healing. I think everyone needs it, and they're just too scared of it, which is totally fine. But quarantine has definitely been a blessing, to say the least, for me.
Buttery. About you, Shay?
I would say blessing in like disguise for sure. Like, just given like it made me like pretty much it just got my whole life got pinholed into, you know, the coffee shop and figuring out what we're going to do and how we're going to run it, but not in a negative way. If anything, it like kind of motivated me to spark, you know, like creativity and like, what can you do? And what can we like, you know, not necessarily like on an emotional level, because I don't think like I operate like that, you know? I think that like emotionally that I wasn't affected by it, I guess. I don't let like kind of like things that go on around me like in society or whatever, you know, maybe that sounds like a little vain or negligent to like the things around you, but I just don't let it bother me, you know. I'm in my own world, not like in a political sense where they're like, oh, like, you know, white privilege or like anything, you know.
Nah, you're doing you.
Like, I'm just, yeah, I've focused on the people around me, and I take care of my community, and that's what we've done a damn good job doing, you know, through the coffee shop.
Yes.
But it's more just like sparked me to be creative, and like, what am I gonna do to sustain this business? You know, like, because it's true, it's like fucking do or die right now for a lot of small businesses.
Yep.
But I think that we were lucky enough to be in a position where we've only been open for a year. You know, when like kind of COVID hit was like our year anniversary mark. You know, and it was like we didn't have a bunch of employees. You know, we had 3 or 4 people that worked with us, and we like, you know, kept them in, and like, but it's this nice little area where we were where it didn't affect, you know, a lot of people. You know, if you're a bigger company, that's like devastating because you're like taking care of people's lives, you know, and they're all, you know, jeopardized by like, you know, being shut down or whatever. But I just took it as like, all right, no, it's just like keep rolling. You got to just roll with the punches and figure it out. And, you know, if anything, it's only sparked like better things, you know, like me and you talking like,
dude, we've been talking the whole time through COVID.
Straight up, if like it didn't go down like this, I don't think that we would be roasting coffee.
Yeah, safe bet.
You know, we'd still be in our own little bubble, like, you know, being just, you know, a coffee shop 7 to 4, whatever, every day selling coffee. But now, like, you know, it just sparks me to be like what we were talking about when me, Chris, and Laney were on. Like, we had a meeting where, like, dude, we're not going down, like, just sitting here twiddling our thumbs. Like, we're going to go down swinging. We're going to do everything we fucking can do to stay open and stay a business. And like, I think that motivation made us, it's progressed, you know? And I don't think that conversation would have been had if there wasn't that kind of, like, fear that was going on with, like, the COVID thing. To be completely honest, like, it 100%. Sparked us so much to just be like, whatever the fuck we need to do to, like, continue to do what we're doing, we're gonna fucking do, and let's put our head together now and figure out what the fuck we got to do, you know? And that's what sparked everything that we're doing, like, all the way to, like, the Live at the Mill stuff, which obviously doesn't do, like, any monetary gain or anything, you know, but it's like, it's just things to keep the spark and, like, just entertain people and keep people, like, you know, interested in what we're doing, regardless of, like, you know, money or anything. We're just trying to keep pushing forward and keep people stoked and whatever.
It's a vibe,
you know?
dude.
Yeah,
it's a vibe. That's what you're doing.
I do. I like it. Honestly, like, I don't like it, you know, because people's lives are getting lost and it's like a fucking pandemic around the world. But what I do like is being a part of history. We're a part of, like, my whole, like, I've been kind of like a history buff, I guess, like my whole life, like, love like learning about like the 40s and World War II and how it affected like economy, and then like, you know, Vietnam and like how people protested it and like all of that stuff. And I've always spent most of my life like kind of jealous, like, oh, I want to live in those times and be a part of something like that. And then recently I just stepped back and looked and was like, this is that.
We're in
What we're doing
in a
right
history
now
book
is
right
a part,
now.
is a page in a history book that will be forever in a textbook in schools forever. You know, economy, you know, like just every, you know, we're a part of history right now. And I feel like it's probably bad to say that I like appreciate that, but it's true.
It's not bad to say. I mean, you said it without me asking, like you were forced to be creative. And that's something that I've asked a lot of my friends, like in the hospitality industry. You know, in San Diego, like a lot of people like are out of work, but I had like people that purposely didn't go back to work because they wanted that unemployment money. And like there's different scenarios.
Of course.
But for me, like at Fernside, like, dude, I'm so fucking proud to be a part of Fernside. Are you kidding me? Like, you know, as a bartender who takes my industry seriously, like career seriously, I'm looking for those challenges constantly. Like, cool, vodka soda pays the bills, but like I'm always looking to be challenged. And so I feel like this time, although it was like really bad for most people, for me personally and like kind of selfishly, like I was challenged. Our company was challenged. Our bar and our small crew was challenged, and we fucking crushed it. We took that challenge. We took that challenge, and we were like, what do we love the most? We love our neighborhood. We love small business. How do we support other people while supporting ourselves? We like, you know, dropped all the prices, made cool drinks. Like, we just did little shit to get people out of the house, get them going on walks. Like, just made shit fun for the neighborhood, and like,
in like a safe manner
in
too.
A safe
like
manner.
You're catering to what
people,
you're not putting people at risk. You're doing something that caters to
100%.
Them,
And you know, there's going to be people that are salty about it, like other business owners, but it's like, you know what, you were given the same opportunity.
I mean, it could be other business owners too, like the non-essentials, especially now that we're in like the purple tier. It's like now we're potentially going back into only essential businesses that are allowed to fuck. Like, yo, that's gnarly.
I mean, there's people that didn't have the funds at the time, like didn't have the staffing at the time, like all that comes into play for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I was saying before, I know people that like chose the easy way out, and it's like, you know, we offered everyone their job back. They straight up were like, now we want to collect unemployment. Well, guess what? That shit's out, bro.
Ooh.
Bye.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like, I kind of feel bad too celebrating it, but I took a big light out of this pandemic, and being a part of history, like you were saying, like, fuck, dude, like, this is huge. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal, and like, whatever happens at the end of this pandemic and however things go down, like, even if shit turns south or whatever the case may be, like, I'm gonna hold on to all the positive that I took out of it, because this has been the biggest life challenge and experience I've ever had. Shit's crazy.
For sure. And I'm like personally proud of it.
Yeah, you should be. This place is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I might have mentioned this last week on our Steel Mill podcast, but I for sure mentioned it. But there, like, for Brynn, it's like, I think we were a month into the pandemic, and you actually texted me, Shea. You were like, yo, can you jump on a call? It was like, dude, I hadn't left my house in like 3 or 4 days at this point. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm totally free. Like,
I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess I could take your call. And then we talked.
Rosy Palm?
It was definitely Rosy Palm. Dude, oh my God. I don't know if I might have talked about this on the podcast, but like, dude, there was a point when I hadn't left my house in like 3-4 days, and would go like maybe even longer, 5-6 days. I bought like a fucking mini hoop and a fucking basketball. God. And I was like doing dunk contests in my room and shit. Cause I was like, bro, I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't leave my house. I would go in like up and down my stairs, and I'd go into the house. Like, we had a heavy bag. So I'd go like work out. But then I would just be like kicking it in my room, rolling spliffs. and just like smoking joints and then just like doing dunk contests like on my fucking back on my door. Just,
Against
what's
yourself?
that, dude? Well, like I would put my phone, you know, I'd videotape it and I'd DM my homies like the hands-free thing on Instagram. We'd be like, "Where's your dunk at, son?" Or like,
Oh my
I'd
God.
like ricochet it off the wall and like I'd catch it midair, just. Like, LeBron. It was fucking ridiculous. But on one of those days, Shea happened to call me and he was like, "Can you jump on a call?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, fucking hit me up." And he's like, "Dude, we're still open." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Fuck it. Like, we got to do this. We got to make it survive." And I was so taken back, especially because, I mean, like, again, not taking anything away from the people that have already passed away from this. But at the time, it was so unknown, and it seemed way more aggressive than it is as it panned out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, no disrespect to the people who've passed away from it. But I was legit scared for Shea. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're putting yourself at risk, essentially, to serve coffee. Like, and it was such an eye-opening experience that, like, when it came to fruition that I was going to work for Steel Mill, it's like, in the middle of a fucking global pandemic, this motherfucker says, "We got to do what we got to do. We got to fucking try to survive." It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do I want to be a part of Steel Mill? Like, fuck yeah. Like, bro, they're all
yeah.
in. That's like the most gangster shit you can ever do. You don't need to be a fucking actual gangster to do gangster shit. And that to me was like, yeah, bro, I'm a fucking part of this shit. Like, middle of a global pandemic. We roasting coffee, bitch. That's what's popping. Yep, let's go. What?
I love
One
it.
speed.
The light in the dark.
Dude.
But I feel like these stories, like, you know, some people might be upset about it now, but like, I talk to people all the time. I try to have an open forum, open platform. People feel comfortable, like super open-minded, like non-judgmental, talk about anything. I'm not even going to respond to you unless you ask me for my opinion. Like, I'm here to listen type of deal. And I feel like being in those environments and knowing about stuff like this, I can use these as examples for people that are lost. And I'm like, yo, if I'm surrounded, like, I'm very spiritual and like my energies attract certain people. If I can attract people that have made it out of a pandemic, like, you can do the same thing. You got to attract that energy. You got to believe in it.
You got to put it out there,
man. You got to put it out there, and you're going to get it back. It's not going to happen overnight, but I mean, I love hearing the success stories, because when we're not in a pandemic, we're only hearing about people who are becoming fucking billionaires, like the Kardashians. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. It all started from your sister sucking a dick. Like, good for you. I'm serious. But I'm just saying,
hey,
like,
Ray J, it's all there.
You know, good for him. And you know, it's sad. He has no money. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have
so it's
no
like
room to speak on that.
No, but it's just like,
he definitely doesn't have as much as Kim. That's for damn sure.
No,
but he has the BDB.
Yeah.
Big Dick Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, you know, you have these people that look up.
Apparently, you've seen the video. I haven't.
I've seen parts of the video. I've definitely seen parts of the video.
The Kings of Leon song, I Want You, is about that video.
Is it really?
Do you want me to help you? No, go ahead.
See?
I'm getting tequila after this.
That can be arranged.
We definitely need to get some food after this.
It's going
for
to be
sure.
arranged.
Yes. Let's get it popping.
But no, what I'm saying is, like, you have all those stories. I'm not taking anything away from these people. Like, to me, those are not success stories. Success stories are things like this, like small businesses, people being challenged and, like, you know, figuring out.
Rising to the occasion.
Yeah, you're rising to the occasion, but also that lets you know that, like, you're in the right business. Your passion is real.
It's ride or die.
Yeah, and
it's been the theme.
And so, like, these are the things I like to hear, pandemic or not pandemic, because when I talk to people and I have, like, group sessions and, you know, I'm conversing and I'm hearing people out and trying to offer good advice, this is the shit I want to offer. Like, yo, you can do anything you want. You literally can do anything you want.
It's popping.
So I appreciate you sharing your pandemic story. And calling Kano after he's been in his house for 4 days.
Dude, I went through some shit in the pandemic. It was not.
I mean, I think the group of people that we're all in business with right now at Steel Mill is like, we're just resilient, and we've already been through a lot of shit. And so, like, it's minimal to just say, you know, we're not going out. like that. We're just gonna go. You know, Lanny was the one that said it. Like when we had our meeting, like we're closed for 2 weeks, kind of like in the dumps. Like I was saying, Little C's literally watched him polish off a fucking bottle of Bushmills,
Dude.
like a goddamn cowboy, like you know.
Again, gangster ass shit.
And then we had the talk, and Delaney was just
I'm
like,
mad he's not
absolutely
here.
not. Like, fuck no, we're not going out. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Nah.
let's do whatever
Swinging.
we need to do. And at the end of the day, that's all you, like, you could sit at home and, like, I don't know, like, just wallow in yourself and, you know, like, oh, didn't
Your
work
self-pity.
out, this is it, you know,
Yeah.
because of whatever. But, like, we didn't do anything illegal and didn't do anything outside of the box. We followed the guidelines and did, like, you know, stayed safe and made everybody safe, you know, like, for fucking 2 months, my hands looked like fucking, felt like Howie Mandel. I had so much fucking hand sanitizer glazed over my arms and hands, you know. But, you just make it happen. Like, but don't be, like, for lack of a better term, like, don't be a bitch. Just
Literally.
fucking go for it and fucking, it's so easy to sit at home and be like, oh, it didn't work, give us this loan, give me, like, unemployment, blah, blah, blah. Or you could just, you know, there's people doing it all over America right now. It's inspiring. It's pretty sick. You know,
That's what I'm
we're not
fucking
like
saying.
some like special thing that people should like praise or anything.
Yeah.
You know, we're just doing it and like we're doing it by the guidelines. We're taking it day by day. Whatever the fucking, you know, email I get about what we can and can't do, we'll follow. But I'll fucking find whatever I can do and
Fucking do it
And
the
do it,
best.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that right there, sir, is the goddamn American dream.
Fuck
That
yeah.
is
So-
what it fucking is.
I
Like,
think
Fuck it up,
so.
fam.
damn. Fuck. Do we have another question?
I have one last question.
All right, let's get it.
Brynn, I love your post and I love your mindset. Would you ever consider doing a full-time podcast?
Oh.
competition.
Although,
No competition.
Although when Kano and I did I sat in on the first one.
We did the last year. You did the year end, like the year
Yeah.
end wrap
Well,
up or
like,
something.
I like randomly like jumped in on one and then I did
Yeah,
my
we had a
own, but
rotating chair.
everyone loved it. I got so much feedback like, oh, I love the guy versus girl, like opinions on shit. So
We did that last time.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we did do that
that
last
was
time
really
you were on.
fun.
Oh
And
my
so many
God.
people hit me up and they were like, it's so fucking cool to hear like the guy side and the girl side. And then people started hitting me with all these questions and I was like, oh, I'm not like going back on the podcast.
Dude, and then you had your own episode, and
Yeah.
now this is the third time
Yeah.
you've been on.
A
Okay.
year later.
Oh, shit.
It's
yeah.
been a year.
Damn. Fucking time flies.
Yeah.
God damn. So what was the question again?
If I'm going to have my own
Oh, if you're going to have your own podcast. Are you going to have your own podcast?
podcast.
Brynn, can you do it?
I really don't know like how to set it up. I would make time to, you know, talk openly to people. I'd love to.
What would you talk about?
I think once a month, if I did do it, something I've thought about before. If I did do my own podcast, it would be weekly. I feel like there would be designated shows, kind of, you know, I like how you do
theme
things.
shows?
Yeah, you designate like people, themes, like whatever the case may be. I think that's dope, but I think 1 week out of the month, I would definitely do open forum, like live.
A live one?
Yeah, like just start shooting questions at me. Like I can't even stop and think. Like I gotta answer. Like boom,
Dude,
boom,
you
boom,
need to do
boom,
it
boom.
Instagram live and then see who
The
thirst
DMs,
traps. Yeah,
dude.
get your DMs live.
I'll do it in a bathing suit.
That'd be tight.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Dude.
just kidding.
I'll Instagram live that. That'd be tight.
Itty
Be
bitty
like, yo,
titty
shoot.
bitty.
Wow. I'm with this.
I have a tattoo.
Can
on
you
my
can you
fingers,
like do that right now? Can we just go live right now? That'd be tight.
if you want to?
I mean, it's already been an hour 36.
I
We
gotta-
said we'd do an hour 30.
I gotta pee first.
You gotta pee? All right. Well, let's wrap it up. We'll wrap it up and then we'll get some food. All right. Well, so did we get all the questions? Just
Yeah,
to be
that
sure.
was the last
that
one.
was it.
And the answer is possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. No, you're totally fine. Brynn, I want to say thank you so much again for coming on the show. I mean, this is definitely a different vibe when you come on because we're just talking shit. I love the fact that you just come on and it's not like not hating at all on any other podcast that I do, but it's definitely like when you come on, like we definitely just like to talk a little
I
bit of
love
shit.
it.
It's
Love
fucking
it.
chill. And I just want to say thank you again for always being down.
Yeah, for
You are
sure.
definitely a ride or die. Like I said earlier in the podcast, you are Caffeine and Green's model for the month, 100%.
For the month.
For the month, dude. Like all the content that I have is pretty much you.
Tight.
So
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you very much. Shay, I appreciate you very much for coming on again.
Happy to be back.
Dude, you're going to be on a lot more. You realize this, right?
I think he's gearing up for that.
Well
like,
aware.
He's so comfortable right now. He's like,
Well,
so
I'm actually very happy about this episode. I'm super coherent, not way less inebriation, you know? I know everything I said.
Are you sure?
I think so, yeah.
No, he's very, very
Like,
good.
Compared to last time, yeah, for sure.
You're very much a natural, just so you know this.
I
That's
mean-
why.
Now I've
Word.
hit the wall. No. No, I'm stoked. I'm happy to be here. I'm a regular. I'm not a paid regular, but we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. It's at the fucking Comedy Store, son.
What a turd.
Dude. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again.
Oh,
and
Booze Bros.
Oh.
You know, paid regular by Booze Bros. I love
Dude,
that.
Thank you to Booze
Owl
Bros.
Farm, Booze Bros.
Yes.
Oceanside and Vista, California. Good
Get the
stuff.
mango tahini or the watermelon tahini. It's fucking amazing. Yes. All right. Shay, Brynn, thank you guys so much.
Much love.
Peace. Yes. Thank you so much, Brynn. Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate you guys so much for coming back on the show and just talking a little bit of shit. Just with the homies. You know what it is. But in all seriousness, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys to listening in this week. And shout out to everybody around the world, the States, the Mexico, Australia, UK, Ireland. I see y'all. I appreciate you guys. Seriously, thank you. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Caffeine and Green is streaming on every platform: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. You know what it is. And then if you need that coffee, caffeineandgreenroasting.com. Get that Issa Blend or that Southside coffee coming from Tyler Schaefer real soon. And guys, thank you again so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And please stay safe. Wear the mask. Let's all make this, make it through this together. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Peace.